Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're sitting in the world, welcome to Play eSailing. Today is a big day. Today we are inviting you in to our first big tournament that's coming in Play eSailing. The Battle of Nations is on. The Battle of Nations is created together with the Star Sailors League, also known as SSL and the SSL Gold Cup. So, please welcome and let's have some fun and let's see a little bit more what it's about.
The SSL Gold Cup, we now have an event that has been missing in sailing. It's not about the technology, it's not about the speed, it's about the skill and talent and teamwork of the sailors. It's about countries, it's about national pride. And in the end, the winner will be determined by just a matter of meters.
You know, the concept of Ubuntu means that you do something for the collective, and this SSL is really a Ubuntu concept, and what a fantastic opportunity to sail against all these countries. And it was really emotional to see Ukraine on the podium there, and really hard to think they got to go back to a war, you know, and that's something more than we have to deal with, you know. So.
We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
For us, this is a huge day. For the whole team of Play eSailing, this is the first time we are live. This is our first tournament. And what a tournament we are going into. I'm just getting goosebumps seeing the last video, seeing all the big sailors, all the stars of the sailing world talking about the new format. The great thing about the SSL is it is the Football World Cup, but just in sailing. And trust me, I've been there. I've been commentating these fantastic events. And I love the concept. I really love everything. And now we are going to mirror all this into the world of eSailing. And why not on the news platform Play eSailing that's coming out to all of you soon. And all the players, all the teams that will join us later, they will have early access and you will see them in action. But enough about me, enough about the concept. Let's meet some of the players talking about who they are and what they think eSailing is.
I'm Hede Strafford. I'm from the Netherlands and I'm racing for Team Netherlands. Well, I see it as a great sport because, how you combine it with real sailing, I think it becomes more of a sport that way. People realize it's more of a sport, and I realized myself it's more of a sport.
My name is Joachim Romell. I live in Sweden, born and raised in the Caribbean. Grown up in a sailing family, so sailing's been my whole life. I personally view eSailing as a learning tactic for real world sailing. It's very helpful with the strategy and the tactics. Yeah.
I'm Aidan Gordon from Queenstown, New Zealand. I see the future of eSailing going in towards the way of, say, eFormula One. It's already like eSail GP, but a more advanced way of that.
For me, it looks like making it bigger, making it more connected to real sailing. Because it was a bit disconnected with real sailing, and there were non-sailors, and there were just a couple of sailors who played it. But I know the audience can be a lot bigger.
Yeah, no, I think as it is now, it's a community that's growing up. So as an esport, it's relatively small, but it has potential to be very big and be similar to esports in other areas like racing games. And we see now how many racing games have been adopted into some extreme serious competitions at extreme high levels.
Wow, just meeting the sailors. And one thing that's very great is that the SSL is linking sailing across the globe, and it's actually uniting everything. It's making sailing accessible for everybody. That's the part of the concept. And eSailing, yeah, it's for everybody. Just you have a phone, a PC, a tablet, a device, and you have access to the internet, then no matter where in the world you can play. We just met Hidde from the Netherlands, Rommel from Sweden, and then Aiden from the New Zealand. But don't worry, we have 26 nations participating in what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to draw who's going to race against each other in the Battle of Nation in the game of Play eSailing. But before going into all that, I have been traveling around the world with my team. But most of all, I've been a lot in the HQ of the SSL. It's placed in a city called Granson. And one of our biggest missions with the game is to create the game together with those people around us, with the community, with the sailors, with the events. And let's go and see something special from the city of Granson.
Welcome to the Castle of Granson, a 14th century medieval fortress which overlooks the lake of Neuchâtel. That's here, some 500 years ago, where Charles the Bold, Duke of Burgundy, lost his first battle against the Swiss Confederate. This event changes the face of European history. Currently, until the year 2026, the castle is under heritage renovation. Still, the castle remains open and you can come here to visit and discover more about daily life and the history of Switzerland. Throughout the year, the castle organizes a lot of activities like animation, visits and workshops. If you want to discover daily life in Middle Ages, or just discover the region, you can come here in the Castle of Granson. We are really happy and thrilled to welcome SSL Gold Cup athletes in the Castle of Granson, and we wish good luck to all of them. 500 years ago happened here a battle that changed the face of Europe. Now and here, athletes from all over the world are fighting to win an international championship. And if you come to the Castle of Granson, you will be able to see from the walls all the battle on the lake between these world-class athletes.
Wow. Just seeing those fantastic pictures and memories again. The qualifying series for the SSL Gold Cup. I had the pleasure both to be host on that fantastic Castle of Granson and meet the sailors there. And wow, just giving that up. But that's also giving quite some pressure to our side in Play eSailing, because one of our missions is, as we said, to mirror the real world into the gaming world. We want to bridge between sailing and real sailing. That is one of our core missions. But the biggest mission is to make the sport. eSailing is a sport. It's a sport in the same level as sailing, and it's going to be the future sport of sailing. And in the future, I'm pretty sure we will have more e-sailors than real sailors competing on the world stage. But before we're going more into the depth and before we're going more into the Battle of Nations, let's just enjoy this clip of how we're creating the venue the players are going to race in. When you're talking about a sport and also want to create a sport, then it's very important with two basic elements. The first of all, the proudness of representing your nation. One of the things SSL showed us in the whole world is how players or how sailors can come to an event, be proud of their nation, sing the national song, and also how the newspapers and the press took into it. One of the things we also love to do in eSailing is also to have nations competing against each other. The Battle of Nations concept is mirroring the SSL Gold Cup. But this year it's an invitational. It is the first event ever. So together with the SSL and the Play eSailing team, we have chosen sailors from around the world and e-sailors, and there's a good mix. Some of these sailors that are coming into this event are some of the top e-sailors worldwide. But some of the players also there are some of the top sailors worldwide. One of them is Bartlam Briggs, and his proud team captain. He's not a sailor in that level, but he still just won the national championship in the laser. Please enjoy and hear more from the sailors how it feels to represent their nation.
Yeah, it's a race for New Zealand that feels quite good because assuming it's a new game, it's going to be, well, we're going to be the first people to actually represent New Zealand for this, so it's going to be a really good experience.
It feels fantastic. It really does, because part of my mission for eSailing is to develop the sport. Right now I'm considered one of the top players, but my personal results don't matter so much to me. I rather see the sport build up and become something impressive. So getting to represent my country feels like I get to build the sport and bring interest to it.
Yeah, it feels really good, especially with racing with Bart also. He's, of course, a really good sailor in real life. And I hope to represent my country a lot more.
Part of my recent real-world sailing has been supported by sponsors where I promoted myself as an e-sailor. And these sponsors, they really want to get into the e-sailing side of it.
I think it's going to be good to have Play eSailing come out.
Wow. Now we have come to the moment we're all going to talk about for quite some time. We invited a lot of nations worldwide. 26 have signed up and getting ready for the fight. But before going into all this, let's talk a little bit about the format we're going to see. The format we're going to see, you can see it here on the screen. We're going to have 7 groups. In each group, there will be a battle, and they're going to do 4 races in each battle. 3 races where it counts normal points, and then the golden day like in SSL or the golden race counts double. First and second place, the 2 teams with most points, will go into the next round. In the next round, round 2, the qualifications for the semifinals are on. And then in the semifinals, top 2 in each group will go straight into the final and then fight for who will be the Battle of Nations winner in 2022. You can already see here on the screen that we have some groups that's already been, let's say it, already been shared out. It's because we have 3 continents with us, actually 4 continents in this tournament. And to keep the time zones, and also like we are doing in the SSL, have the continentals race against each other, then we are doing this way. You can see in Group G, we have the Asian and the Middle East group. In there we have India, we have Oman, and then we have the United Arab Emirates, and then last of all, Pakistan. All of these 4 nations are going to fight each other to go into the next round. Group F. Group F is going to be quite exciting because a lot of top eSailors, but also top star sailors, SSL sailors are going to fight each other there. We have teams like United States. In United States, the captain is Bradley Adam. Bradley Adam, he has with him on his team Eric Champagne. Yeah, you maybe know that name. He's a world champion in match race, but also he's part of the SSL team. Then we have Team New Zealand joining in there because they're closest in that time zone. That's where Aiden is, and he's joined by another eSailer called Chris Salmon. We are going into Brazil. In Brazil, they are going, it's the long time we're in Brazil on the eSailing stage, but they're going to have G. Kunze with him. And G. Kunze is a huge part of the Star Sailors team. And then last, we have Argentina coming in that group. But today, we are going to draw for rest of the groups. Rest of the groups are from Europe, or I have to say Africa also. They are in the same time zone, so we are now going to find out who is going to be in each zone together. And that's what we're going to do now. The way it works is I'm going to draw one of these balls up here, and when the ball comes up, we open and see the team. First we're going to draw a name from Group A, then Group B, C, D and E, and then we start all over with Group A once again. Let's start. Ball number 1 coming up. The first team heading into Group A is going to be Team Turkey. Team Turkey is going to join us in Group A in that group. Let's have another mix around. Group B, number 1 in Group B. It's going to be Team South Africa. Team South Africa is going into the Group B. So the first in Group A is going to be Team Turkey. That's going to go up there. And then we are going into Group B. The first team coming in there is South Africa. And we are just having the graphics coming with us. There we go, all graphics coming in spot. Let's see the first team in group number C. Group C coming up. First team we have with us is Team Sweden. Team Sweden is going to be the first team of group number C. And we are spinning around once again. First team in Group D coming up. Germany. Germany is going to be the first team of Group D. And if we're going to talk a little bit about these teams here, just jump a little bit into studio here. Then when we're talking about them, Sweden, they have Rommel on the team. Rommel, he said, hey, I'm quite a professional e-sailor and sailor. But at the same time, we also have Team Germany. Team Germany, quite a strong team. They are cheating a little bit. They're not cheating, but just to say, they are also part of an e-sport organization led by Roxy Joni or Jonathan Koch from Überlingen, part of the Champions League of sailing he has been part of, but also the Bundesliga sailing in Germany. He's together with Till Krüger, and I can't remember, it's Luxen, the last one there. All of them part of the e-sport organization called Unicorns of Love. And here we suddenly see the bridge between e-sport and sailing. Let's go in to draw the first team of group number E. First team, group number E, is coming in. Let's see, excitement on. Team Belgium is coming in. Team Belgium is coming in group number E, going up and having it there. It's great. Also quite interesting to see, because that's one of the core community guys. There is the head of group number E, Belgian, Cube, or Arthur van Damen. Second team, group A, it's going to be Poland. So Poland, known for their way of going into eSailing and also sailing. And the team captain there, he must be proud of his team, because Poland is going to build up eSailing as a national sport, and one of the few countries in the eastern side of Europe where eSailing is recognized as an e-sport and a real sport. Second team, Group B. Bulgaria. Bulgaria, they are all new on the eSailing stage. The captain, Casimir, he's also one of the officials from the Star Sailors team, their SSL Gold Cup team, Bulgaria. And he's going to have a team with two other e-sailors, no, real sailors, trying to get this battle into them. Group C, second team coming up. Who's going to meet Sweden? It's going to be a Scandinavian battle. Denmark is coming into Group C. So two teams that know each other quite well on the e-sailing stage and in real sailing are going to meet each other. One more team coming up here. It's Group D. Group D, second team, Switzerland. Switzerland is known for being the e-sailing community with the highest age. And hey, then people will laugh. Hey, gaming age? Yeah, but don't worry. Team Switzerland are quite handsome in the Battle of eSailing. And some of them also were at the Olympic Museum when the game was presented. Group E, second team. And now the excitement comes up. We are going to have the neutral team coming in, also known as Play eSailing. The reason why they're coming in here is that these two are some of the hardcore testers of the game, and they have been part of the whole beta testing. So let's see how they will fight into this. Now, third team, Group A coming up. Group A, number 3. Great Britain is going in there. They have quite a team in there. Maradoni or Donny Gillis, Caven Fyans, and then we have Arthur Farley. All of them been fighting on the highest level on the e-sailing stage for years. Group B, team number 3 coming in. It's going to be the Netherlands. And if we go a little bit into the studio with the Netherlands, I'm really looking forward to see this team in the action. The Netherlands with Bartlam Briggs, Rolex Sailor of the Year. Oh, he wasn't called the Rolex Sailor of the Year. He was nominated as the Rolex Sailor of the Year. Huge part of the SSL Gold Cup team of the Netherlands. He just won the World Championship yet again, second time in a row in the 49er. And he's together with Hitte Stafford. They're going to fight for the glory and the honor. But Bart, he has another secret. He has been 2 times at the eSailing World Championship before. So let's see how he will compete in Play eSailing. Now, next group coming in. Let's see, next team coming in. It's Group C. It's team number 3, the last team in Group C. It's going to be Spain. Spain, they are one of the biggest e-sailing nations in the world, and they're also known for being one of the biggest sailing nations in the world. They say so, but I can say to you, it's interesting battle. 3 of the biggest nations in e-sailing, Sweden, Denmark, Spain, in one group, and we will lose one of the favorites from the start. Quite a group here in Group C. Then, third team, Group D, Ukraine is coming in. Even Ukraine is coming in with a team of e-sailors, and it's led by SF, as his call sign is. SF, he has been part of e-sailing for 4 years now, and he's going to race together with 767. That is his game attack, but he is actually a laser sailor. And last time I saw 767 was at the Kielerwoche, where he became 12th in the laser. So, third team, Group E. Let's see who's going to meet Belgium and Play eSailing. It's going to be Czech Republic. Czech Republic is coming in, and they have the famous, and he's called in eSailing, Lord Beery. And he's one of the few e-sailors that has been crowned or nominated as Sailor of the Year in Czech Republic and actually in the world because of his e-sailing performance. Quite interesting team also coming in there. Now we have 3 teams left. The first team is going to be the 4th team in Group A. Then we have the 4th team in Group D and the 4th team in Group E. First team or last team in Group A is going to be France. France, they won the Nations Cup in e-sailing last year. They are setting up with a small team in this Play eSailing Battle of Nations, but they are known for practice. They are known for their team play. So let's see how that's going. Group D, Team 4. Finland is coming in. The Scandinavians are represented with almost all countries up there. And Finland, they have one player that's quite known. He's called ONC Kulikon, and he's doing a great job. Then it's giving itself, and let's just check it. Italy is going to be the 4th team in Group E. It's going to be Italy versus Belgium, Play eSailing, and also Czech Republic. Fantastic to see these groups, and quite some killer groups. And let's just go into, so we can talk a little bit about these groups, because they are quite awesome and they're really fighting for it. But before we're going into the studio with it, let's hear a little bit more from the e-sailors, what they're looking forward to in Play eSailing.
Well, I hope it's a new thing. I hope it's something new. You can learn something new. Maybe be more realistic. I heard something about clouds and better gusts, like more realistic. That sounded really cool.
Now, I personally look forward to the new boats and new challenges that come with a new game. I look forward very much to see how I can adapt, what the variances are.
I'm looking forward to having the new boats with Play eSailing and also having the new wind engines in the game. I think it'll be quite a bit of a challenge for all of us e-sailors out there.
The short sort of races that we've been doing now, I don't think many people consider polars too much. It's a lot more stress has been placed onto the tactics rather than the VMG per se. But that with the clouds and the new wind functions sounds like an interesting challenge.
I think it's going to be good to have Play eSailing come out.
just have the pleasure to talk with the eSailors worldwide. We have a huge community, and thank you for all the support, and also thank you for all your comments online right now. And yes, there are some groups that are more hard to play than others, and the battle has already started in the virtual world. But as you hear here, some of the players have some expectations for Play eSailing. And yes, it is correct what they're saying. A brand new win engine is going to be introduced when you're going to join. And don't worry, if you follow our social media, you will also find out when you can join the game in an early release. Second of all, the boats. The boats are drawn and also in real size. Mean that if you're sailing, let's just say an uptee, then it's like a real uptee, 4 meters and 30 long. But if you're sailing in the SSL 47, it's 13.4 meters long. But the most interesting part is that you're sailing with the real polars. We have been so lucky that we have been able to communicate with sailors, coaches, e-sailors around the world, and also the events, and learning about the boats and giving the real polar diagrams into them. This will give a whole brand new dimension to the game, but also still it will be easy for people that don't know sailing to sail it, intuitive, but for you guys that wants to do a sport, that wants to take it to a higher level, and also the beautiful girls out there, then you're going to use your mind. Because when you're coming into the game, you'll find out that we also disabled some elements that you already know from the e-sailing world. Enough about all this. Let's go in and look at all the groups once again. Here we have the groups. It's going to be a great battle. But the most interesting is who are we going to see go into the next round. Let's just take the groups in the big picture and then let's talk a little bit about them. Group A, Turkey, Poland, Great Britain, France. Great Britain and France has been, I have to say, during the last 3 years, some of the best in e-sailing. Turkey, they have the notorious Havuk or Khanman's Lumka. He won the first Olympic, yes you heard, Olympic Virtual Series. He won that, but he also been at the World Championship 3 times. Poland, in that group, they are quite some underdogs, but don't underestimate Poland. They're coming with a great team with some experienced e-sailors and sailors and some young talent coming in. Group B, South Africa. The Moose, he's called, the player there. The captain. We don't know which level they will be in, but in the real SSL Gold Cup, wow, South Africa and the Ubuntu, they just killed and nailed everything. They won their group so good. They're going to meet Bulgaria. They are brand new in e-sailing. But seeing Bulgaria and how they fought and so close qualifying into the finals in the SSL, they want to show that they're also good in the virtual world. And then the Netherlands. The Netherlands, I have to say, they might be the favorite in this group with Bartlam Briggs and Hidde. Those two know something about e-sailing. Then we have the killer group of the killer group. Group C, this is like seeing Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, and maybe PSG in one, Paris in one group together. Sweden, Denmark, Spain. We will lose one of them in the format. Interesting who it will be, and I know they will fight everything to go all the way. Group D, Germany. They might be the favorites in there, but Ukraine are doing a great job. And then we have the team from Switzerland. I talked a little bit about age. This will give them a little bit favored because they're using their brain. They are really studying the game. They are a little bit Japanese in it, I have to say. They're really going into the game meter. And then the underdogs from Finland, they can surprise us all the way. Group E, Belgium, Play eSailing, Czech Republic and Italy. Italy, they have just been fighting everything they can, and also in the Nations Cup, going up the way, all the way up to the top. They might be the favorite in this group, but Team Belgium, led by one of the notorious founders of the e-sailing community, Cube. Let's see how that will go. Play e-sailing team, they might be a surprise, but let's just say who it is. Those two have been helping quite some time in in the eSailing community developing the game. One of them you know as Kaladraka, and the other one you know as DFix. It's a mixed team, it's a neutral team, and let's see if they can fight together and win this one. Czech Republic, Lord Bury. If he wins this one, he might be nominated again to Sailor of the Year. Group F, USA, New Zealand, Brazil, Argentina. I'm looking forward to this because New Zealand, they will fight for the honor, USA for the glory, and Brazil and Argentina, they will do everything they can to push out the two other nations. Group G, that's quite a new group, and we welcome India into the world of eSailing and Oman into the world of eSailing. Oman, they are led by Ibti, one of the few female eSailors that's doing a top level out there. She's going to be the captain of that team. United Arab Emirates are going to be a mix of eSailors and also sailors. And then we have Team Pakistan. That team have never seen water or a boat in their life because these guys, they actually signed up as a nation and want to fight for it. So let's see how they will perform. Maybe they will do a great honor on winning on behalf of Pakistan and going all the way. The format, just before we're wrapping up, let's see the format once again. The format of Play eSailing is going to be quite simple. We have a group stage and everything is going to be broadcasted. After this draw, we will talk with the teams which days we are going to play because it's online and we can play when we want. But then we are going to broadcast 2 rounds, 2 teams together, except one of it, that will be 3 group races together. Then top 2 will go into the qualifier. You can see here the winner of Group B will go into Qualifier A. The winner of Group E will go into Qualifier A. And second place C and D will go in A. Qualifier B will be the winner of Group A. Then first place of Group G and second place of Group F. So there the European teams will have a hard time. Maybe they are the favorites, but it's going to be a time period where the Europeans might be sleeping. So can they keep awake? Can they keep focused? Group C, a little bit the same. First place of Group D and then first place of Group F together with second place of Group G. And then last qualifier will be the first place of Group C, second place Group A, Group B and Group E. And they will fight for the spaces in the semi-final. With all this said, thank you for all your comments out there. Thank you for watching this. Share the message. If you want to follow us, go to the social medias, go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's a mix of eSailing TV, but play eSailing if you want to get early access. You can also go to the homepage, www.playesailing.com. And some of you already asked the questions. Which devices are we going to play on? If I say all of them, then you will smile. It's going to be browser. It's going to be Android. It's going to be iOS. And if you guys like it good and in the future, then we can also go to PlayStation. So looking forward to invite you all in to the world of Play eSailing. And also to all of you, if you want to see some more action, then start following SSL. That is the future concept of sailing.
Minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3,